What's going on, everyone? This is Mitch with SC Weather. Hope y'all been having a great Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hope y'all been having a good day spending time with your friends and family. Don't forget the reason for the season. That is Jesus Christ. Got to throw that in there. So let's get going with this. So we're going to talk about another system that is potentially 6-7 days out. It actually may happen on New Year's Eve into New Year's. And the system looks identical to the one that just moved through as far as on models. So I obviously cannot guarantee it'll be just like the system that moves through, and I can tell you, I don't think it's going to be as powerful as a cold front as far as bringing cold air behind it like we've experienced today. Here in Columbia, South Carolina, we actually did not hit 40 degrees, so it's actually the coldest Christmas day since 1983, so that's pretty impressive. But before we get going and talking about this, if you guys haven't hit that subscribe button and watch my videos, much appreciated if y'all do. Very active on Twitter and Facebook. Talk weather here in the Southeast and the East Coast and things like that. So much appreciated for the support, and thank y'all for everybody who's been supporting for a while now. So let's get going. So I'm going to start off with this. So these are temp anomalies way up in the North Pole, where the polar vortex sits there and spins around way north of us. So what happens is when you get basically warming up high like this, it causes, the polar vortex can split. It can split off. It can be disrupted. Basically, it can be displaced. So what happens is when it's really, really cold up there, when you got really below average temperatures on the North Pole near the polar vortex, normally you got much warmer air down here in the United States, the North America. When you have warmer than average temperatures like this is showing for as we starting to get into January and early next year, basically that can force a chunk of the polar vortex down here to North America, and can take over the whole entire lower 48. So there's a lot of other things to play into that. Forgive me if y'all hear my kids yelling. They're in the bath right now, just having a good time. So so what we have, you can have some Greenland blocking, which is kind of starting to show up, a negative NAO, all kinds of things. But in a nutshell, if we can get a piece of this polar vortex to break off, we can get some shots of cold air. I don't think we're going to get anything sustained as far as I can tell, but the Pacific definitely needs work. That plays into things too. The temperature of the Pacific, you get too much warm waters of the Pacific, it doesn't bode well for us in the Southeast for winter weather. So you're getting a lot of cutters. A cutter basically is a low pressure that does the opposite of work south of us. It cuts north of us, normally gives us a severe weather threat. It normally brings a cold front maybe from the west instead of a big shot from the northwest. But here you go, I'm going to show you this. So here comes our shot of well below average temperatures. It's right above us right now. That moves out. We get a little bit of warming. Another shot of cold air moves through. It's really quick. It doesn't really get to the southeast. It moves over to the northeast. Then a big-time warm-up ahead of this big-time cold front that we're about to talk about, right as we're getting to the new year. In fact, New Year's Eve may, obviously we have 6 days to really figure out what's going to happen here about the timing of this thing, but New Year's Eve has the potential to be pretty warm, kind of like Christmas Eve was, but warm as in maybe the 60s or 70s, and then we turn around, we get to New Year's Day, and here it comes, below average temperatures, not near as cold as Christmas, and then it's just shot of cool air, and then it warms right back up. So, and that's just how it is right now. But let's talk about this storm that really looks so identical to the one that just moved through. So here we go. If you can't see it's clear on your screen, you got December 30th, so we're getting into New Year's Eve close to the 31st. Here it is, another trough digging right here. The cold air funneling behind it is not near as strong, but you're basically getting the southeast, parts of the southeast, in a warm sector again. And obviously we're not in short range modeling, but so we can't really see how detailed the severe weather threat is. But you have snow breaking out in East Tennessee again. Same area, same stripe of snow through Ohio. Gets through West Virginia, Eastern PA. Same looking setup. So if it is, this is going to be another crazy system. I tell you what what the cold front did in the mountains last night of North Carolina, it was just crazy. It went from 55 degrees in Nashville to 35. Heavy rain to just heavy snow, and they got a few inches of snow. It was really cool watching the observations in certain areas. Unfortunately, we did not get any flurries today in the central South Carolina like I thought, but a lot of other areas in South Carolina, like Rock Hill, even Charleston, reported flurries today. And obviously places in North Carolina too saw flurries. So it did verify as far as that, but here in central South Carolina, I didn't really see anything. But very cold. But anyway, so this is a big time. It looks like it's going to do exactly the same thing in the Northeast as the one today did. Bring a surge of heavy rain, probably gusty winds, and a switch to heavy snow on the backside of this. And after this, I'm going to watch for this. This is something that's kind of been popping up. Something right here, right to the 3rd or 4th of January. Now, this is pretty far out, about 200 hours out. But you have a suppressed storm off the coast of the southeast with enough cold air right here. If you look at temperatures here, let's see if we can flip to them real quick without my internet moving slower than molasses. Here we go. So there's enough cold air. You flip to the next frame here, if it would speed up. And you still have the low pressure right off the coast here. And, that it could trend northwest. But if it trends northwest, you obviously got to worry about more warm air being forced here. But you see the 540 line, you see this monster low pressure off here. We can get this to trend northwest. Maybe it's something to talk about right after the new year. But, it's right now, it's nothing to really worry or even think about. But this is going to be a powerful system for the upper Midwest, too. Minneapolis, Iowa potentially will be borderline. Wisconsin, this could be a big-time winter storm for you guys. In fact, we switch here. We go to New Year's Eve. Look at the signal here for a big-time winter storm. Very high confidence of something coming up this far out. Maybe Chicago's in the mix here, but this storm, this is the European model, showing the same thing. Big-time storm system moving through here. New Year's Eve night into New Year's. This just might not be a very enjoyable New Year's if this verifies or if this doesn't speed up or slow down. But check out the heavy snow in eastern Tennessee again, Kentucky, Ohio. So them guys might be shooting fireworks on New Year's Eve in the snow. And on Christmas Eve, they got their white Christmas. Eastern Tennessee, I'm starting to get a little jealous of you guys. Y'all were looking out big time, especially if this verifies. I mean, for y'all to get a white Christmas and a white snowfall on Christmas Eve and then turn around and New Year's Eve it's snowing too, man, that's just not fair, guys. Y'all need to share that. But anyways, here we go. This system coming here. This to me, obviously you can't really tell, but this to me is signifying another threat of severe weather. Low end, but it's going to be similar to the threat before. I don't think it'd be. I tell you what, the threat Christmas Eve yesterday did not verify. It almost kind of busted, but it's a good thing. I don't think there was any confirmed tornadoes at all. There was a lot of lowering, but I don't think there was anything confirmed. But this system looks like a powerful system again. The cold air behind it does not look as potent, but there is a shot of cold air behind it for sure. So we need to watch out here and check it out here. And you can tell the winds are going to be screaming up above us again, and there's going to be a lot of winds at the surface. This is a powerful trough dip right here. Not as wide. It's not funneling in near as much cold air, but who knows? We'll watch this. This may, you never know. You never know. This may throw in enough cold air for a system in a day or two to work in. So it might throw in enough cold air. We can get a low pressure track. You're getting a trough dig in here that will suppress a low pressure track to not cut up into here. Maybe you can get something here to really work its way in here, and maybe we can look out here. And here it is. Well, no, this is today. So you get a little bit closer view of the East Coast here. And here comes the system. Bang, it moves through. You got some cold air in place now. Then you get some action firing up here. You have a trough digging right here. Allows the low pressure to move, but is it going to suppress it too much? But here it is. I tell you what, this wasn't here last run, last couple. So, bam, 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 and here it is. So, cold air in place. Let's get this thing to move northwest, And let's get some widespread winter storm here instead of these antifront type things that bring snow in the backside that never work out east of the mountains hardly except for flurries. But that's all I got. This will be I've talked about storm over the next week, and I'll keep y'all updated. Y'all have a Merry Christmas and God bless all y'all, and thank y'all for all the support this year.